Hello, YouTube world. It's your boy Cheddarus back yet again. I wanted to go over this build I was messing with. This is something I saw on the Crucible tree with this Galvanic Arrow. Repeats an additional time when you use it with a mind. And I saw that guy AsmodeusClips. I can't really pronounce his name right, but AsmodeusClips. Check him out on YouTube. I'm kind of following his build guide. And I'm at the form, the bare minimum. My bow was required level 68, so I kind of just sat here in the blood aqueducts and got leveled up until I could equip my bow. I got really lucky. I had one essence, the high tier lightning essence, and I just rolled it, and it was one single essence, and then I got this, and I was like, well, that's not too terrible of a physical damage roll. Let's roll flat on it and just call it a day, see how far this can carry me. So all in all, and 100% or 90% right now, Fizz is converted to lightning, so it's a pretty good chunky amount of lightning damage. I'm a little bit different than his, because he goes overwhelm, so that he can have his highest base damage for his bow, and that's fantastic because this makes it to where you don't need to have a high base crit, because all attacks of your weapons, base critical strike chance for attacks with weapons is 8% regardless. So his bow is pretty Giga Chad, but I don't know. It is what it is, but this is a great node for making it to where you could bypass that base crit and you could just have a stupid Giga Chad bow. I just so happen to get lucky enough with my Crucible tree. Let's take a look at it. This is 10% increased critical strike chance, base 0.8 to critical strike chance, ignite duration, blah blah blah, wasted stat, not really getting any effect off this, and then 15% increase explicit critical modifier magnitudes. I think this goes higher, but I'm like, GG, let's go ahead and take it. And then of course I rolled the Galvanic Arrow on this, so I had this bow with a base, fracture base, and I think I found this on the ground, and I just rolled Crucible trees because I was just trying to find any Crucible trees worth smashing together. And I came up with this Crucible tree. I rolled the essence on it and got a high tier elemental damage essence, and then basically got lucky with the 111 increased Fizz damage. I called that good enough, and let's put it together. Yes, this bow could be better, but it's 9.68% base crit, and it's a decent amount of lightning damage. So what the links are, and I'll put his the video in the description so that you can check out his video, because he's definitely a much better build creator, and he explains everything very well. I had to watch the video a couple times because I don't really have the ability to do POBs and look at that kind of stuff, so I had to rewatch it a few times because I'm like, man, this build feels like trash, and I just wasn't getting the leech from the Slayer Ascendancy. But you have to have, and I'm like, wow, big duh, Mechana Mitts, and I had one sitting in my stash, so I threw this on. I'll probably go try to find something with a decent enchant. This is literally a 69. I'm trying to finish the axe right now. I'm in Act 9. I've just been running Blood Aqueduct this whole time, so not too impressive, but I guess just let's just check it out for what it is. I'm gonna be taking this build a little bit further, see how far I can go. I really don't have. He uses the abyssal chest piece with all the abyssal sockets on it, and that's probably going to be the best because it scales really well with the flat. I just threw on a carcass jack just because I don't have anything else right now, and I needed to cap Ellie res, and I'm still a little low on fire. Everything else is pretty good. I just got to rework some stuff. but I'm kind of done messing because I leveled his toxic rain because the tree actually starts out like this, and there's a lot of poison on the way. So I figured I'll just level his toxic rain and then respec. So it's kind of a wonky tree. He goes over everything, so I highly recommend checking out his video. And yeah, you get a lot of these mine nodes up here, and there's a lot more to do. I'm still early in the levels, but let's check this build out right now. And I think it feels really good with the mech and emits on. And this is honestly my first miner. I've never played mines before. The idea is the Galvanic Arrow repeats an additional time when cast with a mine, and the mine scaling is kind of insane. So this is going to be like my next bosser. I'll probably end up selling off my gear for the Splody Totem just because I want the currency. And I don't know, if I sold the Splody Totem and then farmed up a little bit, I'd probably be able to get my Headhunter or Mage Blood for the league. I think I'm going to go for Headhunter though, just because I like that mapping playstyle a little bit better, and my ice shot is feeling pretty juicy. She just needs a Headhunter, that's all. I mean, it's working out pretty well, but that'll just make it to where I can map pretty fast and go a little bit of magic find and just enjoy the rest of my league like that. And probably hop on some Diablo 4 once that releases, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is the build. The Galvanic Arrow repeats an additional time. There's a Forbidden Flesh, Forbidden Flame set up to get a third repeat, which we'll do. We're stun immune. We are bleed immune because we are not taking the same node as Asmo. So I have the ability to get a little bit more benefit from the leech. And I know this looks a little lackluster, but believe me, this is a lot faster than the Toxic Rain was. And this is not like the best clear skill. This is kind of more like a bosser because you preload a lot of damage. And I'm still kind of getting new to the mining playstyle, so I'm not like the best on it. But basically, that's what it looks like. We'll be updating this build in a future video. All in all, it's pretty good. It was really easy to get this bow, and it was pretty simple to find. I found like 3 or 4 of these just randomly baking bows. I found like 3 or 4 of these stats on here. This just so happened to be the one that had like fractured crit, and then it just so happened to roll like crit magnifier magnitudes. So the only difference between my build and his is I'm not taking overwhelm, so I get a little bit of extra quality of life from endless hunger. And then I think I'm gonna go headsman, just for like this is gonna be my new bosser. So I don't know. I'd rather something like this than the Splody Totem build. The Splody Totem just feels like a given. At least I'm kind of trying with this one. But even though it's, I don't know, there's a lot to talk about. But once you get, it was funny because I didn't have the mech and emits on, and I'm like, why is he getting all this leech? Like, what's going on? I'm not even running a life flask anymore because I don't really need to. I'm getting so much over leech, and that's gonna help carry me through the end of it, you know. And it's pretty solid. I leveled up his Toxic Rain. I had a bunch of this gear already set up. I think I bought this for 15C, just a regular crit ring with a curse on it. You know, just crafted the boots. I had fractured 30 movement, so a lot of upgrade opportunities here. I just kind of slap things together to get me through the axe, and I'll finish that, get into maps, and then we'll start pushing this into higher tier stuff and see how it does. All in all, for now, just transitioned. I like the playstyle. I've never played a miner before, so it's working out, and I guess we'll just go ahead and leave it on that. And I think it's a pretty solid build. I like the interaction with the mechanic. It's working out for now, but I really can't say with 100% confidence how well it's going to do. at least I have a decent bow. This should be able to carry me into red maps. If not, I would be surprised. This is a pretty juicy bow. I would imagine this is going to take me quite a while to get out of. But yes, all in all, pretty solid interaction. I like the miner setup, and it's pretty good. Yeah, y'all have a good one out there. Stay safe, exiles. Peace, peace.